Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday. This is Jason slash Seva with Ray of Light Tarot. Hope everyone's doing well. I am making a comeback. It's funny, I was watching Water Baby on July 3rd talking about how the energies from that eclipse really hit her hard, and she was energy zapped. She did a video on her channel about it. And I was like, yeah, I've been having some intense dreams, but I wasn't feeling that energy zap. Well, then came July 4th, the next day. I spent Independence Day and part of yesterday in bed, um, about probably total of 36 hours straight. I couldn't get out of bed. I was like I was chained to the bed. I mean, other than to get some water or to use the restroom, I couldn't get out of the bed. So that energy zap hit me a day late, but it hit me all right, guys. Woo, it hit me. So today I've been back, yesterday and then today I've been back up and getting caught up on these readings. I've been doing personal readings, so I just finished two. So back at it. Woo, I got hit hard, Rebecca. Oh man, like it, I couldn't move. I was literally chained to the bed. I do feel better now. I'm still on the uptick, but though I'm not at 100%, but I'm getting there. So yeah, I don't know exactly what went on or what happened, but I definitely felt the results of it. So it was crazy. So anyway, this is the Scorpio soulmate tarot advice for July 16th through 31st, and we'll see what's going on for you guys. Scorpios and cross watchers. Let me see if I can just. So I'm using the Arcanum deck. I love this new deck. Arcanum, really nice. And I've been getting some good readings. If you're waiting on a personal reading, I'm likely going to be using this deck in your recorded videos that I've been doing. So really nice cards. I like them. So I'm going to use that. And then for clarifiers, I'll either be using Rider Waite or Gilded, I think. Or vice versa. No, we're going to use Rider. Let me say an intention here and get it popping. I will be on tonight around 10 p.m., guys. Sorry I couldn't do last night. Like I said, energy wiped, and I had some personals I was doing recorded and live. So tonight, 10 p.m. for the minis. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you, archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you for helping me connect to the energy of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and their soulmate for those who are most in need of this healing guidance. Thank you for gathering around me, protecting my light and my energy. All right, let's see what's up with the Scorpios. Soulmate. Soulmate first. I hope everybody had a nice Independence Day and is doing well. Thanks. Show me soulmate or soul person of Scorpio, please. Ten of Cups. Wow. What about it? What about it? Two of Cups. What about it? Queen of Swords. Be dealing with it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Two of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. The Star. The Magician. Okay. Okay, so here's the overall energy for the soulmate Scorpio. First of all, we've got a lot of water energy, air energy, Queen of Swords coming through. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Star is Aquarius, and then the Magician is Virgo and Gemini. So strong Gemini and Aquarius. Overall energy for the soulmate is the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. So this person is, they're definitely going through some difficult times and coming to the end of a really difficult period that they've had to push through in their life. But it's important that they recognize, and that you recognize too for them, that this was something that was divinely guided. This was something that they needed to go through, and that it was important for them to go through this in order to bring them to you and to where they're needing to go on their journey. So the Hierophant beside this is really important. That's, it's all divinely guided. What you're going through right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you can really be present in this moment, it'll help you really learn from it, get the most out of it, and lead you to the next thing, right? There's a lot of light coming through in both of these cards. And in that Ten of Wands, yeah, it's a hazy light, right? You can't really see where it's, sometimes it's like that when you're in the middle of something like this that's that heavy and difficult and painful. You can't really see the other side. But you know, if you are someone who perseveres, you understand that when you get to that point in time where you can see through to the end, you're going to recognize that everything happened the way it was supposed to, exactly as it was supposed to. So if you're the cross watcher for Scorpio, soulmate, soul friend, whatever of Scorpio, you'll see there's a light at the end of that tunnel that once you get to that, you're going to look back and see how everything brought you exactly as you're supposed to that point in time. Okay. So 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the Star, and the Magician. I mean, really nice. The majors here, the Star and the Magician, are your outcome cards, and I like that. I mean, these are two really amazing cards. The Star representing that wish coming true, like wishing on a star, but also deeper than that, it's transformative energy. And with the Magician beside that, it's important to recognize, number one, that you manifested this, soulmate of Scorpio. You manifested this into your life, this transformation, and not only that, you're manifesting the outcome of the transformation as well. Whether you're manifesting good things, bad things, or anything in the middle, you're manifesting it. So take responsibility for that. I mean, it's very much a daunting responsibility to recognize your power, and it's also a privilege and a great thing to recognize your power. So it's both. It can be very daunting, and it can also be very empowering. And I think it's important to see both sides of that when it comes to your ability to manifest your life and your future, right? Manifestation is about the things you want to bring into your life. Guys, you can't manifest a relationship with a specific person. It doesn't work like that because you can't change someone else's free will. And as I've said before, why would you want to? You don't want to make somebody love you. If somebody loves you, they should love you. If they don't, they don't. There's no manifesting somebody to love you. What you can manifest is your life, all the abundance you want into your life. You can manifest the type of relationship you want to come into your life, but you can't manifest a specific person. It doesn't work that way. This is about your life, your abundance, your happiness, your purpose, your mission, all of those things. And what it involves here is happiness, hope, right? 2 of Cups happiness, some kind of reciprocal soulmate love. It's there. You have a soulmate here. Your soulmate is Scorpio in this. You're the soulmate of Scorpio. Don't get so attached to the outcome, to the person, to any of that, that you jangify your manifestations. And I mean, don't mess up your manifestations. Remember, here's the way it works. If the universe doesn't give you what you think you want, it's going to give you something better than you thought you wanted. That's always the case, every single time. So don't get so attached to how, who, what, when, where, and why. Just get attached to the fact that it's going to be great. And this Queen of Swords energy for you guys, I feel like it's guidance more than anything. It's talking about, it is hard, but when you truly understand the truth, which is, it may not look the way you wanted it to look. It may not look the way you thought you wanted it to look, but it always ends up looking better. I've experienced that so many times with manifesting a certain situation, a job that you can work from home or, whatever it is. It may not be the job you're thinking you're going to have, but if it's not, it's going to be 10 times better. It's something that you couldn't even imagine. So if you can understand and believe that, then it's not hard, because once you truly understand and believe that, then it really doesn't matter, because it's not a specific person you really want. It's the feeling that the two of you have together. And what you really want for that other person that you've got that feeling with is for them to be happy, healthy, safe, and loved, whether it's by you or somebody else. That's your need that wants that to be with that person. That's codependence. But your heart, your soul actually just wants you both to be happy, healthy, safe, and loved. And so with the Queen of Swords here, the guidance is to cut out what's not serving you. Welcome in what's good and cut out what's not serving you. Test things when they come in. Test the energies. If someone comes to you with good energy and good intentions, welcome them in. If someone comes to you with some BS, even if it's partly your responsibility or your fault, block it out. Take responsibility for what's your fault, but don't let the BS back in. That's done. Two of Pentacles here. So there's some kind of a choice here that's leading you into this major transformation and power. Like, The transformation that's coming in for you is also attached to a divine masculine power that you're really embracing. Um, you may be someone who is typically more intuitive and more comfortable being in that wisdom place. And it's time for you to get into the action place, the masculine energy of action and manifesting and power. And for you to do that, it will require a little bit of a transformation, allowing yourself to flow with the universe, some real psychic downloads or illumination of the mind. But also, there's a choice here, right here in the middle of this reading for you is a choice, soulmate of Scorpio. I feel like your Scorpio is waiting for you to make this choice too. They know that you've got a lot of pressure on you, and they know that you are aware of the connection here and how strong it is, that that's what you ultimately want, because this came out first, these two cards. But they're also aware that you've got a choice to make here. And it's not just any choice. I mean, the Two of Pentacles here, look, these are two very strong options, both having value, both being worthwhile. Neither one needs to be thrown in the trash, right? These are two valuable options. So, you know, you're not gonna do well to just toss one. You've got to really, really be wise with this choice. So, as the Queen of Swords energy here, yeah, I mean, don't let it cause you anxiety making this choice, but also be careful because you don't want to do something or cut something out that you're going to regret later. So there's definitely some sort of a need to embrace what's within your own power, and what's within your power to do is to give yourself over to this transformation that the universe is bringing in for you. Give yourself over to that star energy, which is like a cleansing. It's a complete and utter spiritual cleansing. Now's a good time for that too. But it's also, when you go through that, it's the message here is that's going to allow you to be really strong at manifesting. I mean, instantaneous manifestations. So watch your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts and watch them. Because you can manifest, with the thing about manifestation, you create things with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality, and you can manifest or create things that you really didn't want to create if you're not careful. That's the thing we all have to recognize. So if you're sitting around thinking about how crappy your life is and how you have bad luck and because I do readings for people sometimes that a live reading once in a while with somebody, and it's somebody who's just depressed, and they will respond, well, no, that's not going to happen. My life sucks. And I say, please don't say that. You're not helping yourself by saying that. Well, it does suck. You know what? That attitude will absolutely bring more of that into your life. I know it. I've seen it. I've done it to myself before in the past when I was younger. I didn't know any better. And, that is not good to do that, guys. Be aware. Be really aware right now because of how strong with these eclipses and things coming in and out. If you start speaking into existence things about, my life sucks and my life this and nothing ever works out for me and nobody loves me. Yeah, that's all going to be very true. You will literally manifest that reality into your life. So watch your thoughts, watch your words. If someone hurts you, that's on them and they will get their karma. But speaking out loud, that person fucked me over and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's probably what you're inviting into your life more of. Just know that. I'm not, that's how it works. I don't understand why, but I know that it's true. That is how it works. So let's see what Scorpio's doing. What's going on with Scorpio? Scorpio. You can't touch this, Danny. Hey guys, Danny is Danny. I gotta show everybody. Danny's the Hierophant in this card deck. Danny the Hierophant. This deck of cards has people. The faces really resemble certain people, and Christina and I were noticing how the Hierophant in this deck kind of looks like Danny. All we got to do is get that robe ready for you, Danny. The star. Show me Scorpio, please. We got your robe fitting. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. So I am recovering that energy now. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Man, Scorpio, it's time to release. Release. Okay. the overall energy of the high priestess, it's definitely a great time to, stay connected. I mean, you always want to stay connected, but this is your overall energy. This is a major arcana, and this is someone who is connected, and you don't need a lot. If I'm in high priestess energy, I don't need you to tell me anything because I already know. When you're in this energy, you already know. Like, you don't need a reading from me when you're in high priestess mode, right? Because you know what the other person feels. You know what you feel and you know what they feel, and it's very clear. Maybe not when you get up here, but high priestess isn't up here. High priestess isn't here. She's connected from the heart space, right? And so that inner knowing is strong. That she's holding, look, she's got the key right there. She's got the book and the key. So she holds the knowledge, right? Now, she may not be the best manifester on the planet. That belongs more to the divine masculine side of things, the magician, that magician energy. But she certainly holds the key there to a lot of energy and a lot of truth. The truth is here, right? So if this is your overall energy, it's for me, it's saying like, why are you going? There's some cards we need to talk about here: the Eight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Why are you struggling with that when you already know? You already know. So this is half the battle, the knowing, right? And you already know, clearly you know. So you shouldn't be dealing with this stuff, right? This stuff should not be coming up in your reading if you already know the answer. You already know the truth. Stay connected to this, guys. Stay connected to the truth because it'll help you to release things that are no longer serving you, to let the house of cards fall down, right? And to stay out of that mental prison of feeling trapped. This is someone who just can't let go. This is someone who just cannot let go. If you're having trouble letting go of your soulmate, we just saw what they've got, some good things on the mind, on their heart and mind. You're having trouble maybe letting go of a cycle with them. I was reading, here we go, guys. I was reading in this book, the Twin Flame Handbook. Josephine Smoke. Really good book. And it talks about how with a twin soul, she did all the same things that I've talked about. Tried to do like a cord cutting ceremony to break the connection because, it can be frustrating, that connection. You don't want it anymore sometimes. Nothing works. But you can't, and she says, you can't let it go, but you can let it be. You can let it be. And if you let it be, you won't be feeling this. It's hard to let it go completely because it's there. But you can let it be and just trust that everything is as it's supposed to be. I think that's important for all of us. The star, the world. The majors are coming out at the beginning or the end. They came out at the end for the soulmate. They're coming out at the beginning for you guys. The star and the world. So this is really interesting. Oh, and let me read the rest of this. You guys will find this interesting, even though we're doing your reading here, because some of you are twin souls. Some of you are not aware of twin souls. It's got the that sort of checklist of twin soul signs and symptoms. I thought it was very interesting. Number 7 says, age gaps. A 10-year age difference is most common among twin souls. I don't know the age difference between you guys and your twin souls. Mine is 9 years. So that's about there. And to somebody I was talking to was 12 yesterday. So that's right in there. 10-year is the average age difference between twin souls. It's usually a 10-year age difference. I didn't know that. I mean, I kind of had heard that, but I didn't know that. That's like on one of the top things. So just so you guys know, apparently you're supposed to be about 10 years apart. So I must not be a twin soul because we're only 9 years apart. Keep reading that one. No, we got to do the reading. Okay. I'm going to keep reading that book, yeah. So, the one about it said, and some people are like 20 years apart. It said average is, most people are around 10 years and some are even 20 years apart. That sounds a little crazy. With the star in the world here, though, guys, back to Scorpio. With the star in the world here, I really feel like, the reason these things are coming up, this Eight of Swords and this Four of Pentacles, is you've got things you've got to release, right? And you're going to. With the star and the world, you're going through this transformation, and then the world is the new earth. That's the completion. It's coming in. Yeah, Ann, 10 years, that's the average. So I was teasing with Danny. I said, well, me and my twin soul are exactly, I calculated, we're 9 years and 2 months apart. I don't know. So, Page of Pentacles. So right after you go through this transformation and you come to the world, which is that completion energy, there's a Page of Pentacles. So there's something new can be offered. Could be a message. It's someone offering you something. Pentacles is not the same thing as like the love, the cups, right? That emotion. Pentacles is it can be love backed up by an action of something or a promise of something lasting, right? So it's a good thing though. It's value. There's value in this. Then you've got the Justice card. The Justice card. I feel like with the Justice card coming in here, it's really, saying that, not only is it karma and what's right and what's just, but it's coming in right in the middle here. So it's almost to me an affirmation that, you've been through, because I was with the soulmate side and then what you guys are going through. You've been through a lot, right? And sometimes it does feel like, I know we all go through this, especially in separation from people that we care about. Like, WTF is this? Like, why is this? Why would I want to do this to myself? This does not feel right. And then you're trying to sort of stay on your path and stay balanced, but things are throwing you off. And I'm sure with the star in the world coming out at the beginning, you guys have felt a little off your balance. But this justice is more about putting you back on center. So it's not just like what's right, what's fair, what's just. It's about putting you back on center. And that's so important. The great thing about the twin soul journey, at least from my experience, for those of you on that, soulmate journeys as well, is that you change as a person for the better. It doesn't really have anything to do with what the other person does. They're going to change a lot too, and they'll notice that as they go for the better. But the journey really sets you on a path that for maybe most of your life, there were things you weren't willing to change, and you just do. You just know intuitively what needs to be released and let go of. And that's a beautiful thing when you come to that point in your life. It makes life very exciting because things are ever changing for the better, right? So it really isn't about that person so much as about all the beautiful things that are able to come in that you're able to be receptive to because of the changes you're making and the mission that you're on. So the best thing to remember is that justice is here for you. You may not see it as the type of justice you've been expecting or waiting for, but it is here. And as you recognize that, it's going to make it easier for you to kind of let go of this stuff that's not serving you. Recognize that this is all in the mind, and you're not somebody who stays in that space. You've got that High Priestess card as your overarching energy. So you're staying in your heart space, connected to source, right? You're not in this fear-based thinking, because this is fear, right? This is fear. That's not you, Scorpio. That's not you anymore. You've got to stay in that High Priestess vibe of connection, intuitive, just knowing what's going on. So let me read these to you guys. This is signs and symptoms of a twin soul. 1, an unusually persistent eye contact with each other, a familiar sensation as if you are looking at your own soul or the soul of an old friend when you look at each other. 2, a feeling as though you are home or closer to God. 3, an overwhelmingly powerful pull or draw toward the other person as if you want to be near them. Being apart from them for lengths of time begins to feel unendurable. 4, increased coincidence or synchronicities, such as duplicate numbers on clocks, license plates, phones, etc. And I've been seeing duplicate, all of that stuff for a long time anyway, though. 5, you bring out the yin and yang balance in each other, meaning you bring out the masculine and feminine in each other, as well as the dark quirks you've been afraid to show to other people. You show those to your twin, along with the light. 6, you are both already one or both of you is already in a relationship with someone else, or you live great distances apart, or some other circumstance that seems insurmountable at first. 7, age gaps. 10-year age difference is most common among twin souls. 20 is not unheard of. The differences don't matter as the souls themselves are the same age. 8, neither of you can hide what you're thinking and feeling. Your twin, with one blink, can see through every barrier you've put up, no matter how many years you took to build it. That's true. 9, no matter how obnoxious or annoying the other person gets, you forgive them quickly. Actions can be severe and serious, including betrayal and abandonment. But you'll be stunned to realize that you've reached an almost Christ-like level of complete unconditional love for this person, no matter the offense. 10, a psychic connection with your twin soul. You will be able to empathically pick up and send emotions and even thoughts, particularly in times of intensity, such as distress. Their pain is your pain, their joy is your joy. I don't see why they couldn't be a family member. Your twin instigates huge changes in areas of your life that were stagnant or stuck without even trying. You find yourself learning lessons and becoming a deeper person as time goes on. 12, spiritual focus. Your relationship feels as if something spiritual is in the middle of it, and you will likely spend more time than ever contemplating this topic. 13, you expected each other somehow. 14, you have the ability to heal each other's more superficial, spiritual, and emotional wounds with a soothing embrace or touch. That's true. Deeper inner wounds, which seem to follow the themes of purging fears and dogmatic beliefs, typically have to be dealt with on your own. That also is true. 15, no one can push your buttons quite as hard or fast as your twin soul, but you can't seem to stay mad. There is no hate between twin souls. That's true. 16, your twin soul doesn't want to change you, but does want you to grow. Doesn't want you for what you can give them, provide, do. There is no reason for their unconditional love. You are just loved because you are you. Sure. You know when the other is being truthful and feel compelled to tell the truth as well. You can talk about most anything. 18, your twin triggers physical energy changes such as tingles, heat, chills, sleep pattern shifts, and more. 19, you will experience tumultuous patterns of separation and coming back together as you leave one another for a time in order to heal. The point of separation is to heal any damage you've sustained as a soul in order to come back into union with your twin. Very true. Woo, 13 years. Wow. 20, heightened appreciation for the heightened appreciation for the smell or taste of them is, what? This one's a little janky to me. Heightened appreciation for the smell or taste of them, of your twin, is common, as is a love for their tone of voice. Do you love your twin's tone of voice? All right, guys, that's it. So let's pull let me go pull a romance angel card for Scorpio. I love his voice. Nice, 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 nice. Well, I mean, that doesn't seem like a twin soul thing. If you love someone, usually if you love someone or are in love with someone, you probably love their voice. I mean, so to me, that's just kind of generic, right? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. True love. True love. Ah, Danny, I know you like the taste. Just like a visit to Baskin Robbins for you. I heard all about that Hierophant. All right, so true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. No, it's different from others' voice. No, I agree, Delene. I agree. I agree. I'm just being difficult. I'm just being difficult, but I agree. Me aussi. Moi aussi. Yep, guys. So that's interesting. This is a really good book. Very interesting. It's not too long. It's like, let's see, about 100 pages. Really interesting. Pretty much a lot of confirmations. If you're somebody who thinks you are on a twin soul journey, you might want to read this. And a lot of you who are like in that first separation and waiting for union, stop waiting. This person's not in union either. They've been through a few ebbs and flows. So yeah, if it's a twin soul, you're not likely to come into a union and get married anytime soon. So you better hope, if that's what you're aiming for in your relationship, that you're not on a twin journey. Because that's not exactly how twin journeys work. There's a lot of misunderstandings out there about it. It's really tough and it's about bigger things. But I would like to just be on a soulmate journey myself. Yeah, the first separation is just the first. I mean, I'm sure it's possible to come right into union, but that's not usually how it works. That's not typically how it works. We're human, guys. We're human, and a lot of things come up for healing over and over and over. It's the ebb and flow, ebb and flow, ebb and flow. That's what twins do. And it's about you. It's about you, boo. Not about them, though. All right, guys, have a good day. I got to go back to work on the personals before I crash. My energy is so low right now. Long time. Me love you long time. All right, guys, take care.